Major world powers have spent months holding delicate talks with Iran in hopes of resurrecting the 2015 agreement to curb Tehran's nuclear weapons program. The agreement was ruptured in 2018 when former President Donald Trump withdrew the United States from the deal. The 6 nations who entered the pact, known as the P5+1, have allowed Washington and Tehran to speak indirectly since President Joe Biden resolved to rejoin the agreement last year. In 2019, Iran began to incrementally violate the restrictions, alarming the West. The 8th round of talks ended this month without significant progress, but Biden said he's optimistic.
It's not time to give up. There is some progress being made. The P5+1 is on the same page, but it remains to be seen.
But are the members in agreement? As Biden spoke, Russia, another member of the group, met separately with Iranian officials. On Wednesday, Russian President Vladimir Putin hosted Iran's president, who appeared to say the 6 parties may not be entirely in lockstep.
We are in a unique situation that has created considerable cooperation between the 2 countries against the West's unilateralism and American power.
Those who have been watching Iran closely say there may be reason for hope.
I think the basis for President Biden's assessment is that analytically, a deal is evident, and that deal would entail Iran coming back into compliance with its obligations under the 2015 nuclear agreement in return for sanctions relief and an extension of the sunset provisions that would have ended the constraints on Iran's uranium enrichment program. So analytically, you can see the structure of a deal. But the question is whether there's political space in Tehran to seal the deal.
VOA asked White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki to shed light on why Biden is optimistic.
We're in the diplomatic negotiations, and we've been very clear about where we stand on what we would agree to. But again, I don't have anything to read out for you beyond the status of where they are now.
Could this escalate? Litwak says there may be a third path.
If diplomacy fails and there are major constraints on the use of force, the third alternative is America's traditional default strategy toward adversarial states, which is containment and deterrence. And that strategy worked against Stalin's Soviet Union, Mao's China, and the Kim family's North Korea. The proponents of the military option, should diplomacy fail, are arguing that Iran's regime is uniquely dangerous and irrational. And that assessment runs up against the national intelligence estimate by the intelligence community, which argued that Iran operates according to a cost-benefit analysis.
So could a breakthrough happen now after 8 rounds? Maybe. On Thursday, Iran's president told Russian lawmakers the regime is not seeking nuclear weapons and is serious in reaching an agreement, if the other parties are serious in real and effective removal of the sanctions. Anita Powell, VOA News, at the White House.